Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. We're using Alpha 13 in our town of Cougar's Hope, and last episode didn't quite go as I had planned. I started off with the need to build some solar panels and a few other things over here, and suddenly we were besieged. So I spent all that time dealing with the siege and ended up just getting back to the construction projects, which I was doing hastily and inadvertently took out all of our power. So it's time to just call that one done and call that one quits so we could spend this time doing it right. So that's what we're going to do. But first of all, let's go take a look at Mrs. Grizzly. See how our local predator is doing. The predator report. There you are. So, Grizzly Bear, still 7 years old. Mildly hungry. Or, we'll say mid-range there. Not going to eat for a little while. Still healthy. Doing fine. Has the potential of, I think there's some rabbits and squirrels and a boom rat over here for dinner. We'll see which one she chooses. What else is going on over here? We've got a lot of our wild boars that were over in this area look like they've dispersed, and they're all around this corner of the map now. What are you? Here's some tortoise leather that landed. Got another one over here, over there. Yeah, so it could be that the grizzly's going to wander this way and go for some better prey soon. Boomalopes have moved in. This is the scene of our siege. Still have a couple bodies, otherwise a lot of stuff to pick up, as well as some good quality meals over here, which are deteriorating fast. We got to come over here specifically and get those and a good quality armor vest. This one's starting to deteriorate, but it's still above 50. And a Kevlar helmet, 88. Yeah, we got to get this stuff in before it goes bad. Strange to think those would go bad. At least they shouldn't be going bad at the rate that they are. Ooh, we've got another grizzly bear. First time we've had two on the same map, or the same on this map. So 12-year-old, about the same hunger as the other one. That means they're both going to feed about the same time and in good health. Okay, second challenge added to our game here, and we've got a bleeding out menino. That must have been one of the besiegers. That's right. Is this also blood of Graves? Okay. Blood of Ronnie. Graves. Yeah, we kind of got shot down over here. It's going to be a blood of rabbit down here somewhere too. I think everybody got it but Bran last time. Anyway. So that's going in here. So Menino... Graves went off that way. Menino ran off this way, which means we probably could have chased her down and maybe even got a hold of a captured a prisoner, but didn't manage to get one last time. Anyway, let's get the game going. Anything else up on the rest of this map though? We need some rain. We got quite a mess out here. Blood of a buck. Oh, this is the deer herd that was in this area, which is still sitting out here. You're kidding me. Spoils in 2 days. Eric. No empty spaces. Okay. I need this done. So Eric, I need you to prioritize moving those. Rabbit, why don't you prioritize moving these? Let's clear some space in here. Rokes, you are trying to build a solar panel. I know, but I've got to get these guys moved. So let's get the deer in here. Alright, you're going to take care of that. Rabbit, let's have you do just one more thing over here. Let you haul these out. And Rokes, why don't you haul this group out? Eric, why don't you haul this group out? That should clear enough for there, as well as... Let's make sure we have room for Rabbit to be dumping meals. So let's get this, at least 2 or 3 spaces cleared down here. Okay, so with that, Eric, can you bring this one in? And Nettie? Yeah, Nettie, can you bring this one in? And that will secure our food supply. Okay. We have food springing over here. Otherwise, we got pieces over there we need to go and grab. Ronnie, cloud watching. How you doing? Mood is not in good shape over here. Why is that? Disturbed sleep. You've probably been observing corpses. All kinds of badness going on right now. Okay. Leave you alone. We do not want anybody that has shooting skills to go berserk on us. Give them a break. Alright, Rabbit, you are resting. We have 3 meals in place. Before you rest, let's have you run out and secure... Where's our siege area? Secure these meals. Go for that one. All those fine meals. And Rokes, you're hauling components. Our power's back up now, so let's not worry so much about getting this stuff completed at this moment. Let's have you grab that armor vest. And who else needs a job right now? We've got to get Remy trained one of these days. Remy could be doing a lot of this. Michael's in bed, but it's coming up on nighttime, right? 6 p.m. So mood is not that great, but your rest will get you by. Okay, let's have you haul something, and then you can grab a meal and start your evening. This PDW. I didn't get you, did I? Try that again. Not the bed. The Michael. Alright. That one wasn't. Now, Krem grabbed that one. PDW, and what was with this one? 72. And this one is the helmet. Okay, that's what's hiding in there. Otherwise, what else out here is super important? That Kevlar helmet is. Okay, we need that one. Trying to get everyone to do this before I unpause so that your rest is in great shape, so we can get you going again, so that it doesn't get much darker out here, and the bear doesn't get much hungrier out here. Was it this one? I believe it was. Yeah, 98%. Haul that one. So who else is available? That's this group here. I feel like we're missing somebody. Ah, up here. I forgot to watch that. I'm so glad someone didn't build themselves inside there. Alright, so Nettie and Eric. I'll have both of you guys do this. Just continue bringing these things in. So what's our next highest priority out here? The shells, I would think, are... Let's see. I can right-click and get... Oh, what if the shells don't break down? Because it's not giving me a percentage there. If that's the case, I'll hold off on those. These are taken care of. This one is taken care of. This one is not. That one is a 36%. Okay, we'll pass on that. Have you haul this one in. Okay, and that is Nettie. So Eric, you're the last one, except for Ronnie out there daydreaming, or cloud watching. Eric, what else? Yeah, I'll help you bring the shells in. One of these days we're going to use those. So was that everyone except Ronnie? And Ronnie is now hauling a marble chunk. Alright, so what? I know what we need you to do. How much of this silver can you carry? Let's get this hauled in before Grizzly really gets an appetite. Appetite for colonists. You're down here, just roaming around. You're not there yet. We'll see who your closest target is, and hopefully it's not a boom rat. Or, hopefully it is. We could have grizzly burgers and not have to fight for it. So, Klaus is hauling a body. I suppose that's important too. Less dead bodies seen causing mood problems. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, so with that, we need these guys built. I also want to get the better workbench in. Guess we're not going to get them... Well, we're going to... Yeah, they'll be kind of together. They'll be in the same area. So let's do that. Architect, production... High-tech research bench. We can make it out of wood. That's a problem. We don't have enough wood. Wood. It's been getting, few and far between. And nothing qualifies. All these trees are too young. Ah, there's one. I don't want to get too far away. There's a couple. Wow. All this stuff is too immature. Nothing. Okay. Our own trees are only 16% grown. They're going to be forever waiting for those to get done. All the traps got redone. This one did not. I don't want to auto rearm. I want to control that. So if I were to do all of them, just hit rearm. It should only trigger the ones that are actually needed. Okay. Klaus must have tree cutting or plant cutting set rather high, and that's good. So we need that wood. So let's go ahead and do this. Make this table out of wood. It'll have the same look as this one, and that way I'll be able to recognize it and find it that much quicker. Yeah, that'll be fine. So what do I need here? E twice. There we go. So you're going to go there. I don't think we have any more chairs. We do not. Anything to steal? Again, we're almost out of wood. That's what I'm thinking about. There's normal. We'll grab that guy. Reinstall you here. Just like that. Now, I believe we need the production... Oh, what was it called? It's not here. Okay, something we gotta research? The multi-analyzer. I believe we need that near this guy in order to get access to some of the higher end research. We'll find out if that's the way it works or not. That's my guess right now. So maybe when this gets finished, I'll be able to research that multi-analyzer. If so, we'll make that first. Do we have any research going on? We don't. So of what is left, what do we want? The tube television, I believe, works as a joy, like the chess table. I'm not sure how many television stations are transmitting on this RimWorld, but at least we can watch our collection of VHS tapes we brought with us. So, yeah, let's get that one going. Microelectronic... Oh. Which I have. Yeah. So to do this, we have to do the basics that gave us this table here. Okay. Doesn't actually show that. Oh, researched. Right there. Okay. Alrighty, so with that going on... No, I didn't want that. This guy, in progress. That's what I mean to do. Okay. So, let me think about things here. The crafting spot was something else I was wanting to get going. Production... There. Crafting simple things like shivs and bows. I'll bet you that we could sell this stuff to the natives. That's my thought there. So if we were to drop this right in here, let's think about that. This isn't research, this is crafting. But there's not many research, crafting, production kind of things that are only one space wide. So this would function here really well. So we'll do that. We've got supplies over here, so it's not that much of a walk. Yeah, that'll work. We are going to have to get some more chairs built, aren't we? I've never, in this playthrough, seen two people playing chess against each other. We have a superior there and a good there. Let's move the good to here. And I wonder if they'll automatically grab this chair instead. They've been sitting here to play chess. So if we leave that there... If they won't, then we'll transfer it over to this position. But I think they'll sit down over here now, and they'll be in a superior quality and comfort chair while they are joying up with their chessboard. So that could work out really well. Alright, so we've got the ability, or will have the ability, to make things to sell to the natives. Get our upper end of research done. 2 solar panels. One of them's in. We're going to eventually max this guy out, then we'll turn this one off, turn this on, and get this guy maxed out. Then we'll alternate back and forth as we need to. What else was on the list? That's about it. That's about it. So the only other thing to deal with would be the security walls for this area up here. Kind of think our way through this. Dwayne Riggers wrote in suggesting that instead of dumping everybody out into one end, since this end is a little sensitive and this end is going to be a little sensitive, what if we dumped in the middle? And that's viable. That's worth at least talking about. The advantage to having them go to an entire end is that they have no choice but to go to the end that you choose and run the gauntlet of all the traps this way and all the traps that way before spilling in. If they have an opening at both ends to dump to the middle, then they may all come to one end, and the first 2 will trip all the traps, and the last 15 will skip the traps, and they may never come down to this end to go through these traps. So there's the disadvantage. The advantage, though, is that we could have guns from all directions, all aiming into one area here, and not shooting through the entire yard to hit something over here. I figured whichever end we ended up using, we'd have to pretty much tear these turrets down and move them all to a new location anyway. But while they're doing their thing, I'm going to be thinking this through. I do know that I want to double up the wall right here, though. This is a weak spot for us. Part of it's going to be outside. The rest of it could be in a blast zone. So we do want to double up there. So what do we have in the way of stone right now? I see 485 of sandstone. And I see the silver over there. And that reminded me, I didn't get to see what Ronnie did down here. We've got close to 100 left. I don't know what they can carry. It's not the same 75 as the other stacks. 500. Yeah, so we do have the ability to carry quite a bit. Well, we can stack quite a bit. I don't know if they can carry a full stack. I may be making a wrong assumption there, but we need to get somebody to go and... Klaus? Yeah, I think you just got drafted. Let's have you... Well, at least we'll click you to head over there. Before I release you, though, I want to make sure that Mrs. Grizzly is under control over here. Alright, she's going to be hunting here real soon. She's hanging out in this area, though. That is a good distance away. And he's most likely going to come through here. But I would like to see what the 7-year-old Grizzly is going to do. The 12-year-old is up here. There. And same status for food. Wandering. When she triggers, she'll move really fast toward whatever target. Most likely, this rabbit. So I don't see anything else living within a certain distance. How's this one? Right there. Boom rats nearby. That could be bad. Klaus is cleaning up and on his way. Good job. What's down there? Nothing? Okay. Well, if we notice the whole screen shakes, we'll know that boom rat got eaten. And the bear learned a powerful lesson. Over here, we are getting kind of close to us. I have to keep an eye on this one. This one's probably going to be satisfied with a rabbit for a while. But we've got wood to pick up over here, and over there, and over there. In fact, Nettie is heading that way kind of right now. Let's have Nettie do this one first. while we're watching. Make sure it's all going to go well. Okay, let's get that one out over here. If we can get them close, then I can tell her to stop and redo it, and she'll pick up all of them. But let's try to head into there. And you are probably now triggering to eat. No, you're just making noises. Okay. So, Nettie, stop and grab this stack of wood, and she should. Now I guess she's full. Okay. So Rokes is going to do the rest of it. Still waiting. Don't happen to be here when they eat very often. Kind of curious to see how the mechanics work. Though when you're sitting here waiting, it takes forever. Of course, I have the power to speed up, and I always forget that I have that. I think... Now, I was going to say the hunt has begun, but I think the hunt has begun. That's a little too much movement. No. Just wandering back and forth. Rabbit's getting close. Nope, hasn't been triggered yet. Rokes has named Alpaca 1 Spirit after being nuzzled. Okay. Let's go see what that's all about. We have a spirit. Interesting. So Rokes, let's see here. How does that work? Animals has been named, but there's no master. That's interesting. Okay, so spirit social, nothing. Rokes. Okay, so kind of a random event that's not necessarily related to anything. Okay. Interesting. Oh, heard a squeak. There went a rabbit. How this one doing? Ah, we have better prey than a boom rat nearby. May do fine now. Yeah, that's got to happen any second now. Probably going to be a wild boar. Nope. Well. That went after the rabbit. Stunned and killed. Okay. Alrighty, that excitement's done. These guys are getting dangerously close. Things go wrong. Things go boom. We are charging now. Good job. We're finally getting ahead of the curve electricity-wise. And we happen to have a good windy day going too. So we're getting it from everything. Alright, so over in here. This is actually done and waiting for orders. Okay, let's do that. So let's make like 2 of each. Details. No plasteel. And no uranium and jade. We're not that experienced yet. Alright, so we'll do that. And we'll do 2 of them just for practice. Let's go ahead and set it for all of them. Details, same thing. No uranium and jade or plasteel. Alright. So 2 of those. And short bow. Okay. What is all that noise I keep hearing? Oh, the boomalopes are doing that. And you are wood only. Okay. Now what is this? Is there a pop-up? Okay. Raw sticks. That's not... So, this is something I've not had experience with. Does this mean that we'll only accept like 85 to 100% hit points? Does that mean that they'll keep trying until they get it? Does that mean that they will work much longer until they finally get to that point? I'm not sure. I'll take it to 50 for now. Do we have that option on the other ones? Lost it there. There we go. Details on the shiv. We did. Any quality. Ooh. Interesting. I had not seen this before. Okay. So, yeah, we'll go that route. We'll do the kind of the halfway point on all of them. All right. So what else can we do that with? Right here. So if we were to have him make one more of these guys, yeah, it's there too. I didn't see that last time. So awful good. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. I gotta go back and fix that other one. So it's there and there. Okay, back to here. This one, right? Yeah. So I would imagine if you set everything lower, they'd be able to kick them out real fast. But they would be worth less. Okay. That makes sense. So let's do another armor vest. Details. We'll go this route as well. Okay. Well, good to know that. Now this one is the sculptor's table. Bills. Let's add one more. We got... That's something I had asked a long time ago. It was, something I was curious about. Do until you have. We don't have. And yet it was saying it was satisfied. So because we have used them here and here, it considers this as a have, not just in your stockpile. Okay, so if we were to do until we have 5... And let's go ahead and go this route here as well. Okay. That's good to know. Can you do... There's nothing like that in meals, right? Bills... That's right, I needed to add... Make a shiv, and psychic drone is ending. Oh, nice. We needed to put the fine meals back in. We accidentally deleted that last time, so let's do that. Fine meals, they will be first again. And we will do until we have... Oh, I don't know what I did last time. What did I do last time? Do until you have 35. Okay. So do until we have... That's right, we just hit the plus 25 and got there. That's right. Details. No rotten. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't see that bar at all last time I did this. Take this down to around 30-ish, if I recall. And we'll go a little higher. And minimum cooking skill is a 6 for this one. Is that what I did down here? I know I changed it from last time. Right there, details, 6 and 31. Okay. 35, no rotten. Let's just do that. I don't know that it even makes any sense in the food, though. There are no legendary meals in food. But just in case it does mean anything, I have a feeling it's more of a generic thing that is in every menu, even when it doesn't matter. So we're doing 4 and 6. Let's go up to this guy. And... Yes... Oh, I can click away there over here. Good. 4, and we'll do the same right there. Okay. So with that, everything is happening. Nobody is idle. Let's think about the walls over here. Before these boomalopes let themselves in. Oh, man. Okay. So I had come to the conclusion that sandstone... That's where we got distracted. Sandstone is available, which I think is this one. Yeah, so the brown. So it'll look like it was intended. Yeah, That's the ticket. Order structures. Sandstone. I'm going to take you to here and you to there. Group of travelers passing by, and we just made a short bow. Good. It wouldn't be a bad idea to sandstone this here too. Actually, it wouldn't. This is kind of insulated in here. We were also wanting to double wall that one. What else didn't get done that needed to? We could actually mine a little bit out over here. This whole section is 2 stones wide. This needs to be done yet. You guys were working over here and you pretty much got it. Okay, so we'll come back to that. So the reason that the idea was brought up to have it dump into the middle was because I was going to dump over here, and I just realized I built my animal pen over here, and it didn't make sense to do all the shooting, especially if I ever do talk myself into trying the taming boomalopes. Definitely don't want them. We'd almost have to build a holding pen somewhere else away and send them over there often. So the thought was that the walls would come off of this area and come off of some point over in here. We could go straight up over here. I was going to kick it in closer for less building materials, but if we went up through here, tell you what, let's do this with planning tool. Because these guys, knowing Nettie, she'll build it for me when I'm not ready yet. So if that comes off over here, I kind of like that one. I don't know if that is the inner or outer wall, but may as well tap it right into that sandstone that's already there. So if we did something like this, and this, so they ran in. If we went 3 walls wide, oh, that's interesting. If this was the entry point and the exit point, and made them run 2 gauntlets from each direction, then we could ensure lots of traps potential. Let's see what that looks like. So this is actually the opening here. Yeah, I've got to figure out how that middle works yet. That puts us right here for another wall. Okay. How do we work around that? Dare we... I guess we go one further this way. Okay. Something along those lines. Let's remove that. So they enter here. They come back there. So this actually goes to there. Winter has begun. Winter has begun. How are we on parkas? Let's see here. Remove that. I guess that's it there. But let's see. Well, a couple things happening at the same time here. Let's do that and that. Okay. How are we outfitted? Well, they're all in bed. When they're walking around, I can see that he's obviously in a parka. Gear. No, you're in a duster still. Okay. Parkas. Now, we're only making until we have. So if there's shoddy ones in here and worn out ones, they count as we have. That's a duster. That's a jacket. Okay. That's a jacket. Am I really not seeing a parka in here? I'm not seeing a parka, which means Nettie is back to construction again and not tailoring. No, she's on tailoring and then growing. Be curious to see if the growing automatically comes to a stop here soon. So she's on grow first. So if any of these actually mature in time, 87%. Winter doesn't mean they stop growing. It just means that sunlight's going to become less, temperature is going to become lower, and they will prosper and grow faster, their grow rate over here, when the temperature is at a higher range, so their grow rate's going to slow way down. We've got a parka right here, actually in pretty good shape too. That should be brought in. So I think what we really need is hauling at a higher priority. That should take care of a lot of this. Not Nettie, not Rabbit. Michael, I would say we're going to swap out cleaning and hauling for a little bit. Klaus is already set to haul number 1. Brand, I'm hesitant to because of the stone. That's that one, right? Yeah, Stonecutter's Table. Brand, Warden. Oh, he's a backup cook right now for the butchering. That's right. Which he should have been doing, which means we didn't get this one set. Add bills, butcher creature, forever. Aha, didn't get set. So Bran is going to butcher first after this. And he's kind of shifted himself to a night schedule, I've noticed. He's doing a lot of sleeping during the day, and he's up at night with Michael. So we're going to have a couple of good friends forming here, I'm hoping. Social. Why is Michael not on the list? Oh, that is Michael. So Brand, yeah, plus 20. Okay. Yeah, that's going to work. And Brand went right into butchering. Good. So this system does work. So butchering, when that's done, butchering is considered cooking. Though he doesn't qualify yet. He's only a 3. He doesn't qualify to make simple meals. If we get enough butchering going on and he gets his skill up right there and hits a 4, then he can start kicking out simple meals while Rabbit is making the fine meals. And then finally we will get ahead on meals. So we're doing pretty good right now. In fact, let's get those fine meals set again. Unsuspend. There we go. So fine and then simple. Fine and then simple. Good. So we're going to go back to fine meals, which boosts them. It does them better to have a better quality meal. So I was working on hauling. Back to here again. So Rokes, you are primarily construction. There's going to be a lot for you to do. Now, Nettie's primarily construction. And Eric is primarily research. Okay. Rokes really is construction. In fact, I may as well... we'll just leave it. It's working the way it's set. Klaus, plant cutting first, and then hauling. Okay. So nobody is really set as a primary for art yet. And that may be the best thing. Once the security wall is in, that would probably be acceptable to get these guys more on crafting tables. So Eric is fine. He will haul, though he's set for hunt and all the construction. Okay. Let's do that. Get Eric to haul as well. What was Eric's run speed? 4.2. Okay, that works. Alright then, that should get a lot of this stuff brought in. Specifically, Ronnie, what are you doing? Consuming a simple meal. First, bring in this while it's still 97%. That's too good to waste. And it was low, right? Yeah. It's probably wise. We still have meals out here. Yeah, they're pretty much toast. Wise to take these walls down before other enemies come in and make use of them against us. Bears over here, dare I walk through? Needs, you're fine. That's right. So we got to be careful with... which bear is that one? The other one's over here. There's the 7-year-old. There's the 12-year-old. Kind of looking through here, see if I can recognize a cougar in the middle of all this. Lots of wild boars. Lots enough to think about doing some more hunting. Though if we hunt, it's got to be away from this guy. What's up in here right now besides boomalopes? Anything? No, just boom rats. With the bears that close, I think I would only queue up one animal of hunting at a time. You queue up too many, they're going to roam. And the 3 that you didn't get to are going to have moved over to here, and they're going to be running past bear all the time. So that won't be good. We do have viable animal quarters now, so we need to think about that. These guys have still got a lot of building to do, so we can hold off a little bit on getting more construction queued up. But I wanted to wall this off, open this up, air condition it for an experiment to see if we could freeze out any bugs that might form. We can move animals into here within our walls. So let's get that cleaned up and do that. Orders, haul everything out of here. Not going to haul anything in here yet till we open that up. I don't want to open that up till I close this off. A lot of things have to wait into the right order. Otherwise, as soon as I open this up, we'll get another raid. Trader... Oh, that's right. Those visitors. I never stopped to see if they were tradable. They may have been, and we missed that opportunity. Okay. Anyway, let's get some animal boxes over here. Furniture. Can this one move? Reinstall out. Good. Let's reinstall at here. And there's probably no way to assign that to just Remy, is it? Is there? Okay. Well, let's go with a couple of ordinary animal boxes. Wood. Don't have any wood at all. Darn it. Don't want to make this in steel. We'll go with animal spots for now, then. And I'll lay out 5 in case we do get more animals, and I forgot all about sleeping spots. We need more wood. We need it bad. 1 bear here. 1 bear here. Alright. What wood is out in this direction? Let's go get it. That will give Klaus something to do, that's for certain. Orders, chop trees. Wow, even here we got to go that far to get it. Now there's a bunch out here though. Okay. And there. Nothing over here. Oh, we do get one that just popped in. Nothing there. Anything over here mature? That's a little closer. That's it. Okay. Alright. Bran, where are you? Bran would have been butchering. Butchering is all done. Interesting. And we're full. Let's queue up the rest of this mining. Now there's nothing too wide here to worry about collapse. I do want to take out there and there. 1, 2, and there. I think that'll work. Okay, we'll queue up that mining. Not going to queue up that one yet. Construction is done. Brand, you're over here. Why don't you come talk to Redfield? Do some trading. We've got kibble that we could relocate right there into this area. I'm told it doesn't need to be refrigerated. At least in the wintertime, I don't have to worry about it. Summertime, we'll have to double check that there isn't any degrading going on. Okay, we'll deal with this first. We have a short bow to sell. Good. Herbal medicines. Theirs is really expensive. And components. We will take all of your components. Otherwise, a Psychic Insanity Lance. 1 use. Drives any character into a berserk state from any distance, even through walls. Can imagine using that on a group that is trying to siege us. Huh. A shock lance directs psychic disturbances toward one character, dropping them into a state of psychic shock for some time. So they just wander around and drop their clothes. And a psychic animal pulsar Drives all animals in the region into a man-hunting rage. I could see using that against a siege camp, but once the animals have eaten up everybody there, they will turn on us too. So I'll pass on that one, but this one looks kind of interesting. The Insanity Lance. Let's play with that. Take one of them. I'm going to take those. And in exchange, we're going to sell you one little bow. So that's going to cost us a good chunk. And that's an experiment that might be worth playing with. So let's accept that one. And let's get these things hauled in immediately. Brand, you chose now to eat a meal. Okay. Eric, you are moving. That's good. Let's, Michael, haul that in. And Eric, haul this in. Alright, so let's think about this wall. Right? No, kibble. I was working on kibble. So, storage, zone, stockpile. Right here. This is going to be important priority. Clear all. And in here is going to go what? Foods. Where is kibble? Animal products is probably not it. Is it a meat? If it's there, I'm not seeing it, but I don't think that's what it is. Is it more like a raw resource? Hops? No, that's not it. Alright, is it an item? No. Alright, where do you hide kibble? I would think food, but it's not a people food. Ah, it's considered a meal. Okay. So we're going to put kibble there only. And we'll watch the quantities and see how that goes. Now, these stockpiles for these are probably all going to move. That's not going to mean as much anymore. Poor mood. Rogues, who is in a dark room right now, not enjoying his job. Oh, he's still going through the death of his father and friend and all the rest of this. Yeah, he's crashing hard right now. Okay, Rogues, you are no longer a miner. Rogues, there you are. Mining is now a 3. What can you do instead? Plank cutting is a 2. Get you out and do some tree cutting. What else? Handle, you're a 5. You know, you might enjoy that. Let's see what you can do with Remy. See what you can come up with. Alright, so Remy's bed has been moved. This is a party spot, which kind of belongs out here now. I can only deconstruct it. Okay, let's set a new one. Miscellaneous? Yeah. Party spot. Right there for the moment. Okay. Traders. Old message. Okay. Wow, has it been that long already? We're in the end of this episode. Alright, so while I am thinking about this... It's raining right now. It's raining right now. Ah. That's going to wash away the blood, which is kind of interesting to watch how it just starts to disappear. But I'm thinking about hunting boomalopes. Thunderstorm coming in. Woohoo! Caught one. Boomalopes have moved off to the sides, though. Okay. I'd like to take this guy out, but that would be a problem where he is at the moment. Let's leave this decision for next time. Hopefully I remember that that's why I paused right here. We need to get these guys laid out, or, actually blueprints for building it. Need to figure out where the logical spots are for the doors to pop through. But before I commit myself to this, tell me what you think. Is this going to work? We could orders. do more of a traditional kill zone in here. Yeah, more like a, oh, maybe something like so. Probably a double wall with a turret, space, turret, space, turret, space, that kind of a thing. So we can get our turrets in here. Although once you do that, you kind of clip off their angle to move. But this way you can put your turrets in. If they blow up, there's a good chance they're, the wall's going to absorb the damage rather than the next turret. Though, as you can see, I put this here, this turret right here is never going to be able to aim to this area. So we're going to have to wait for them to actually enter in. So really, if you can set up more of a diagonal wall, it would be far better. In fact, we'll go a little bit long here. If we were to do, oh, how would you even attempt to lay that out? Maybe like so. Yeah, we have to think this one through. Unfortunately, I can't really do a whole lot diagonally. We'd have to put a turret every third one or so to try to make the diagonals work. But there's got to be some way to do this. Then you've got to leave an opening at some point so that you can walk through. If there's no way in, they won't even make the walk. So they've got to have some incentive to try to get in and have to go through all the guns to get there. So, if we were to close this off and make them choose bumping out the doors or taking out the doors to get here, they'd go to this one instead, and vice versa. So they're going to pick the easiest path. So you got to have an easy path for them to want to come here to begin with. So we've got to figure this one out. This is something for us to do next time. We got a lot of this other stuff done though. All right, I'm going to call this one done. Thanks for watching, folks. This has been Noble Rambler. Hit the like and subscribe if you would, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.